Welcome. It's the Blur Medic. It's the illest blur in the land. Welcome back, Legends community. It's Blurmatic 365, where you call me Blurmatic. Today, I'm back with a new video, and this is actually going to be maybe a hot take. Maybe I should call it that. Pretty much, we're going to talk about today. Pretty much is DBZ, one of my favorite animes slash manga. And it's gonna be based on which character was the most broken. Is it future Gohan? Or is it future Trunks? Alright, so let's talk about this right now. So we're gonna start off with future Gohan. Alright. So future Gohan in the future timeline. It's pretty much different from the Gohan from the current timeline. Yes, Gohan in this timeline lost Goku as a father due to the virus that killed him off. But also we see something that actually did surprise me. In this timeline, Gohan is not as close to his mother. And I got that from when I think about it now, when I saw the Future Trunks movie, you understood that Gohan didn't necessarily have the best relationship with Chi-Chi. And it's obvious, you know what I'm saying? I think she's still even in the current timeline, she wanted him to go to school as a Saiyan. She did not want him to have his warrior heritage that his father Goku had. And maybe that's what strained their relationship when I think about it now. But also in this timeline, Gohan lost his best friends, all right? We know that Gohan was best friends with Piccolo and also Goku's best friend, Krillin, all right? He lost the people that meant the most to him outside his father and maybe even his own mother because of their strained relationship. And that could be a lot. On top of that, he lost the other Z fighters. Vegeta, Tien, Yamcha, Chaozu. He lost the other Z fighters when it came down to it. So pretty much you can tell that this type of world that he's living in, it's depressing. You know what I'm saying? On top of that, him having to constantly feel like he's having to have to hide in this world from Android 17 and 18 on this particular lifestyle. And also Gohan becomes this father figure to Vegeta's son, the Prince of all Saiyans, when it comes down to Trunks. So Trunks is the closest thing that he has to like a son. You know what I'm saying? And that's interesting. That's very interesting, you know what I'm saying, when it comes down to it. But also Gohan died a depressing way. You know what I'm saying? I guess, him being more of a Z fighter may have been a tyrant lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Just having to run from these Android 17 and 18. Now, let's talk about Future Trunks, all right? Because I told people this quite a bit. Future Trunks was always my favorite version of Trunks. I don't know exactly why, but I just love just the mysteriousness, the coolness about that particular character. But let's talk about it. In Future Trunks reality, and also current timeline, because I'm going to talk about that as well too. I honestly think Future Trunks went through some things just like Gohan. He never got a chance to meet Vegeta. You know what I'm saying? His actual father, the Prince of all Saiyans. He never got a chance to really meet him, but he eventually does, but in another timeline. Goku, the main Z fighter, is gone. You know what I'm saying? And he actually helps when it comes to saving them in another timeline. All the other Z fighters are dead. His mother is still alive. We do see that in the actual series. You know what I'm saying? Him actually still having a close bond to his mother. Gohan pretty much becomes this father figure to him since Vegeta is not alive. And we see that in Gohan eventually dying in the demise of Android 17 and 18. Also, I forgot to mention, I should have included that with Gohan. There is no Shinran. There are no Dragon Balls. But also with Future Trunks, him having to go back to his timeline. Once Gohan defeated Cell in that particular timeline, the main timeline, he had to go back to his timeline to clean up the mess. Meaning not just Android 17 and 18, Cell, Majin Buu, you know what I'm saying, when it comes down to it. So, for him, honestly, I would say it's kind of a draw. You know what I'm saying? Because they had similar struggles. When it comes down to it, I think the only one that was a downside when it came to Gohan, him not being close to his mother Chi-Chi. That was definitely different. But let me ask you this question, guys. Which Z fighter do you feel was the most broken? Do you think it was Future Gohan? Or are you gonna say Future Trunks? It is the hardest working blurred on YouTube, guys. Thank you so much for watching the video, and I'm out. Subscribe, like, and comment, and share. Thank you for watching the Illbloodmatic 365.